Hey everyone, it's me, VisionaryLex. Welcome forward to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the Visionary family. Thank you for tuning in. If you're a returning individual, subscriber, supporter, thank you for the time and the energy that you've taken to watch my content and to be a part of this family and community. And I also want to say thank you so much for 80 subscribers. And I also want to say thank you again so much for 90 plus subscribers. I'm really grateful for all of the newcomers. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited for today's video. Don't mind my nails. As I said in the past, I'm working on my financial stability so that I can have my self-care maintenance increased. Right now, I can't afford to get my nails done all the time, so just ignore that, right? So, today's video is about, in the previous videos, I had mentioned, or at least in the previous video, I had mentioned how to be with yourself. I said that it's really important to know yourself, or to know how to be with yourself, and to know how to identify the emotions that you're experiencing. So today's video is going to be a video dedicated just to how to be yourself, okay? So I have my notebook like usual, and like usual. Usual is short for usual, you know? Anyway. So I have just a few bullet points here that I wanted to talk about when it comes to being okay and being satisfied with being by yourself, like being able to sit with yourself. Now, where did this idea come from? Well, I was making the other video and I was thinking about how there's so many people running away from who they are. Like they can't get out of their body and they're always trying to do the next thing to get away from themselves, whether it's substance use or becoming entangled or involved with multiple people at a time because of the fact like that's just how they feel like they are. And I'm not judging all of these things. I'm not coming from a judgmental place. I'm coming from a place of observation and a place of, teaching, right? So how to be with yourself. The first bullet that I have here is gratitude. So being grateful alone will literally change your entire perspective, your entire mindset. Being grateful for what, might you ask? Being grateful for the fact that you even came across this video. Being grateful for the fact that the YouTube algorithm was like, okay, here, watch this video because this is what you need. And then also being grateful and having gratitude for the life that you were given. God gave us life so that we can learn, thrive, evolve, and teach others. At least that's what I know he gave me life for, right? And I would like to say from my own personal experiences of trials and tribulations and also successes, we are here to grow and evolve. So just being grateful for that sheer idea, that sheer understanding, that sheer knowledge of knowing, okay, I made it through today. And I really pray that I make it through the next day. Not every day is promised. So understanding that not every day is promised and learning that you somehow asked to be here, your soul asked to be here. So it's okay. I said asked, sorry. But it's okay, okay? It's fine that you might feel depressed right now. If you feel like you're at rock bottom, a lot of people are feeling like that right now, especially because a lot of people are awakening to their true identity. They're awakening to the fact that, oh my gosh, like I had control this entire time. Don't let someone else control the narrative for you. No matter what you see going on in this 3D physical reality, only you and with the help of God can control your outcome for the reality that you're living in. You control your reality. You're the one that gets up and maneuvers what you need to do. You are the God of your reality. Obviously, with the help of the higher power and God and source energy, we are the operator of our reality. And that's something that, a lot of people are waking up to that fact. And they're like, wow, like I actually do have control. And you can only control the controllables. I heard an entrepreneur say that earlier this year or sometime last year. And I was just like, wow, you can only control the controllables. And that is so true. And ever since I heard that saying, it's really changed my perspective on life in general. Another saying that has changed my life is life is a game. and that you can make the decision to go left or to go right, to make the wrong decision or the right decision. That's why God gave us free will, knowing the trials and tribulations and perils that we would uncover and discover if we went down the wrong route, if we went down the path that was not, it was ill intended for us. God has a will for your life. He has a plan for your life, and it's up to us to pursue that. And a lot of people are realizing this too. I'm also realizing this too, through understanding, transitioning from a lack mindset to an abundance mindset, and also helping my family with that too. And realizing that poverty, this is another topic for another video, but poverty doesn't come from like the physical reality of like, oh, this person doesn't have money. Poverty comes from a mindset. Some were taught that mindset, some learned that mindset, some adapted that mindset, unfortunately, through, for us as Black people, through slavery, and through also through religion as well too. So there's a lot of deprogramming that a lot of people are doing, and through that you get a lot of gratitude, you get a lot of understanding for what your life is about. So how to be with yourself is a strong superpower to have, because of the fact that you're okay with knowing, okay, this is something that affects me right now, but I'm going to get through this. I'm going to be grateful that I'm experiencing this reality called life, and I'm going to get through this. There's also another saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And for me, I identify with that so much, because throughout my spiritual journey, I was like, wow, there's so many times I felt like I was gonna die. There's so many times, oh, I don't know if I should say that. There's so many times I felt like I was gonna just not be here. And there's so many times when I felt like I was like dying. You know what I'm saying? So I had to really sit with myself a lot. And why am I talking about this? This is from personal experience. And what I just like went through and I'm continuing to go through can help others. I know it can help, and I trust and believe, and I ask God to carry this video to the eyes that need to see it the most in this time, in this day and age, because what you go through can greatly impact you in a negative or a positive way. It really just depends on the mindset. It depends on how you want that narrative to be for yourself. That's why I say don't let anyone else control the narrative for you but you, right? Go and rely on God, rely on spirit, rely on source, and consult and build your own personal relationship with the creator, and see like, okay, God, help me navigate through this situation. God gave us amazing, great gifts: the spirit of discernment, the spirit of belief, the spirit of faith, the spirit of knowing how to love and unconditional love, the spirit of wisdom, the spirit of counsel. He gave us so many great, amazing gifts that we need to tap into, especially right now. Before we get into 2025, I know it's like a few weeks until then. Even when we get to 2025, it's really important to know yourself, to be with yourself, to be grateful for this experience, to be grateful for the highs and the lows, the goods and the bads, and just to accept and know that you can grow. Okay, so I really hope you understand that segment about gratitude and why being grateful is important. Being grateful with yourself will help you to be grateful for everything else in life. You know, just be grateful for how far you've come. Be grateful for how far you've brought yourself. Be grateful for your feet and the steps that it took to get you here. I believe it's Psalm 37. The steps of a good man or woman, but the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. So just know that that's definitely, it's in Psalm. I think it's Psalm 37. If I'm wrong, comment down below on which one it is, but I'm pretty sure it's Psalm 37. But your steps are ordered, and we've been told this in scripture. It's destined for you to be in certain situations. So that's why you should be grateful for every step that you take, and learn from those mistakes, learn from those lessons, and see, you know, how you can take better steps, how to take steps that are more pleasing to God, how to take steps that are more aligned with your God-given, your divine purpose in this lifetime, right? So that's gratitude. The next bullet point that I want to talk about is awareness. Being aware of who you are, or being aware of your senses, being aware that, oh my gosh, I have hands, I can feel, I can touch, I can see, I can hear, I can taste, I can smell. All of these things are very important to know. Like, these are the components of a human being. You have your senses. And then there's senses beyond the physical. For people who are like more in tune or more spiritual, there's the intuition, or in religion they say the spirit of discernment. There is just that inner knowing. That is what you need to listen to. Your inner knowing sometimes can be quiet with all the noise around you. In order to develop that inner knowing, that inner voice, you need to take time to pray and to ask God for clarity, ask God for strength, ask God for transparency and clarity in your mind. Also meditate. Take time to just, in silence, just meditate and know how to identify, okay, this is what spirit is telling me to do, or this is what God is telling me to do, or that's not the right thing, or this is the enemy, this is the devil, I ignore that, you know, or understand and identify the enemy's plots and learn how to navigate those situations. Because honestly, energy is energy, and energy plays both sides. There's good energy, there's bad energy. I don't even really like the term good and bad, but there's high vibrational situations and there's lower vibrational situations. And that's why God gave us free will, so you can take the high road and go towards the higher vibrational things in your life, or you can take the lower road and take the lower vibrational things to your life. It's up to you. It really depends on what you want. A lot of people now are realizing, I want money, I want abundance, I want to just be happy, I want to be healthy. They're elevating their vibration. They're trying to elevate their vibration so that they can have a better, more prosperous, more like purpose-driven life. So being aware of your senses, being aware of who you are, being aware of the times that we're living in, being aware of what you like, what you don't like. Become more self-aware about everything and anything that you do, say, feel, hear, or think. That's what being aware means. That's what awareness means, right? And so having that awareness can also help you to be with yourself. It can also help you to learn more about yourself. You like talking to these kind of people, or you don't like talking to these kind of people. You like doing these kind of things to make money, or you don't like doing these kind of things. Are you someone who is a scholar? Do you like to read? Do you like to write? Do you love education, or do you love skill-based things where you work on it on your own time? When it comes to like health and fitness, do you like running, or do you not like that kind of cardio? Do you even like cardio at all? Do you like maybe stretching? Some people maybe like yoga. Do you like Pilates? What's your favorite color? You know, what's your favorite food? What are the negative aspects of yourself? What are the positive aspects of yourself? And how can you use that, take that energy and transmute it into something purposeful? That is how you can use your awareness to really understand how to be with yourself and how to be comfortable with yourself. It's really about how to be satisfied and how to be comfortable with yourself. That's another reason why I'm talking about awareness. Awareness is just the sheer awareness of, I'm uncomfy. I'm uncomfy with myself right now because of X, Y, and Z. How do I learn to be comfortable with myself in these uncomfortable situations, right? The next bullet point that I want to talk about, hold on, let me turn on the fan. I do apologize if it is a bit noisier, but I'm about to step out and I have to dress warm, and I am getting a little bit too warm, so I just turn on the fan. But anyways, the next bullet point about how to be with yourself, how to be, you know, comfortable with yourself and confident with yourself, comfortable and confident, I think that's what I was trying to say, is just being aware and knowing, just being alive, just being here, being, you know, acknowledging, oh, I'm here right now in this present moment. That's why, you know, one of the greatest gifts is the present moment, right? And Christmas is coming. Christmas is around the corner. One of the greatest gifts that I know and I always acknowledge every single day is that if I open my eyes, I'm awake. I'm alive. I'm alive. I can be a better version of myself than I was yesterday. Another version of myself. I could be version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, version 5, and so on. That's why there's levels to this. There's levels to the spirituality. There's levels to understanding yourself. There's levels to just being the divine beings that we are. There's levels to understanding humanity. There's levels to understanding how men and women interact with each other, and why the dating area is just right now. That's random, I know. But there's levels to this. There's levels to being alive. Even being here on Earth, you know what? You should clap it up for yourself and pat yourself on the back for just being alive. Because a lot of people, a lot of people, I'll turn off the fan. A lot of people did, like I said in the last video, it's been very hard for them to survive right now. A lot of people are having a very difficult time mentally surviving, emotionally surviving, physically surviving, and there's a lot of people who are thriving. And I make these videos to help encourage, uplift, and inspire other people, to let them know that they're not alone. You're not alone. Be okay with yourself. Be okay with being uncomfortable. Because especially if you are somebody who's interested in growing and thriving in all aspects of your life, I'm talking spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, all the other aspects, if that's something that you're interested in, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So just being alive and it, being aware and being grateful and knowing that you're alive and you have another shot. One of my favorite quotes is by Wayne Gretzky. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. But you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Take the shot. Today, you're alive. What is something that you can do today that will make you feel better tomorrow? Praying that you do have tomorrow, okay? And then my last bullet point is acknowledging that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. We decided to come to this earth or reincarnate into this world for a reason. We're here to uplift people. We're here to spread love. We're here to heal from our past traumas, maybe past lives. We're here to heal from things that happened in our childhood. We're here to heal through those things so that we can help others heal through those situations. You get me? So knowing that life is going to happen through you and not to you means that you are just living in this vessel and things are going to happen to this vessel, but you still have the opportunity to control the steps that you take. You still have the opportunity to maneuver. Which decision do you want to make? Do you want to make more of the right decisions that are going to lead you to a more abundant path? Or do you want to take more, decisions that are going to lead you to a more path of just like lack in terms of certain situations? It all depends on what you identify, what you want for yourself, and you identify how you want to live this life. And you also have to think about your legacy. Do you want to have kids? Do you even know if you're able to have kids? Like, what is your diet like? What are the illnesses that you have or maybe you don't have? What are the illnesses you want to avoid? All these different things. How to be with yourself, how to be okay with yourself. If you feel the need to go pick up something and like try to chase that feeling away, that's not the healthy way to deal with your emotions. You need to deal with your emotions. That's another bullet point that I didn't add here. You need to, how to properly, that's going to be the next video, how to properly deal with emotions, emotional regulation. That will be the next video. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to the new subbies. I really appreciate you. Thank you to my supporters. Thank you for just being visionary and joining the journey. We're going to thrive and grow together, and we are going to prosper together. So I'm going to leave the message here. I have a lot more to say, but I'm just working on, taking it one step at a time. But my ending notes, like I said again, just being aware, acknowledging that you're a spiritual being having a human experience, and knowing how to maneuver your emotions in a healthy way. Some examples are maybe going for a walk when you're upset, maybe talking out your emotions, talking out your feelings with someone that you trust, maybe potentially going to therapy, or also maybe journaling. These are some of the ways that you can be with yourself. Okay, sitting in silence and just whatever thought comes, just observe it. Don't engage with it, just observe it, especially if it's a negative one. If it's a negative thought, be like, oh, that's a negative thought. Ew, I acknowledge you, but you don't serve me. Okay, so until next time, not trying to make this video too long. You know me, I can talk for hours, but until next time, I love you lots. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. And always, always, always remember, guys, guess what? Stay visionary. Okay, much love. Bye.